Welcome to our YouTube channel. Brace yourselves for a delightful journey into the world of culinary delights with Nuhu Online TV. Today we're diving into the sweet and decadent domain of baking. Our mission? To create a cake so moist, so fluffy, it's nothing short of perfection. We're here to demystify the art of baking, one recipe at a time. And remember, to never miss a beat in this gastronomic adventure, hit that subscribe button. Today, we'll learn how to bake a perfectly moist and fluffy cake that's sure to impress. The first step involves your flour and baking powder. The quality of your cake is heavily dependent on these two ingredients, making their accurate measurement absolutely essential. Picture a construction site where the flour and baking powder are the bricks and mortar. Just as a building would crumble without the right proportions, so too would your cake. To measure your flour accurately, spoon it into your measuring cup and level it off with a knife. No packing or shaking, please. We're not packing for a vacation after all. For the baking powder, a level teaspoon will do the trick. Now let's talk about the method of sifting the flour mixture twice. This isn't just for show, it's science. Sifting aerates the flour, making it lighter and easier to mix with other ingredients. It also helps evenly distribute the baking powder, ensuring every bite of your cake has the same fluffy texture. Remember, proper incorporation of these ingredients is key. A well-mixed flour and baking powder base sets the stage for a spectacular cake. Now, let's move on to creaming the sugar and butter. This step is crucial in our cake-making journey, and it's all about achieving the right texture. You're going to want to blend your butter until it's soft and creamy. Then, it's time to introduce sugar into the mix. As you gradually add the sugar, you'll notice the butter beginning to change. It'll start to take on a pale, almost fluffy appearance. This is where the magic happens. The sugar crystals create tiny air pockets in the butter, leading to a light and airy batter. The goal here is to cream these two ingredients together until the sugar is no longer grainy and the mixture is smooth. It's these tiny details that make all the difference. Don't rush this part. Take your time and make sure the sugar and butter are well combined and creamy. This process ensures a smooth and fluffy texture for your cake. Next, we're going to add eggs to the mixture. The eggs serve multiple purposes in our cake batter. They not only provide structure but also add moisture and richness. But here's the trick. We don't just dump all the eggs in at once. No, we add them one at a time. You might be wondering why. Well, it's all about achieving that perfect smooth blend. When we add eggs one at a time, it allows each egg to fully incorporate into the sugar and butter mixture before the next one is added. This method ensures that our mixture remains smooth and consistent, which is key to a light and fluffy cake. If we were to add all the eggs at once, it could result in a lumpy, uneven texture. So remember, patience is key here. Each egg needs to be fully incorporated into the sugar and butter mixture. Now, it's time to add some flavor and moisture to our batter. If you're looking for a way to enhance your cake's taste and texture, look no further than your fruit bowl. Lemon juice or orange juice can be a delightful addition to your cake batter. These citrus juices not only add a refreshing tanginess to the cake, but also infuse it with extra moisture, resulting in a softer, fluffier dessert. To incorporate the juice, start by slowly pouring it into your batter while continuing to mix. This gradual addition ensures that the juice gets evenly distributed throughout the batter, infusing every bite of your cake with citrusy goodness. This process is known as folding in, a gentle mixing method that helps to maintain the lightness of your batter. Remember, the key here is to balance the flavors. You don't want the tanginess to overpower the sweetness of the cake. This step adds a delightful tanginess to your cake. So make sure to taste as you go and adjust the quantity of juice accordingly. As we incorporate the dry ingredients, it's important to adjust our mixing speed. You see, the key to a perfectly moist and fluffy cake lies not just in the ingredients we use, but also in how we mix them. Do you remember how we carefully sifted our flour and baking powder? Well, now comes the part where we have to treat them with equal respect. We absolutely don't want to overmix here. Overmixing can lead to a tough, dense cake, and nobody wants that. So, what's the solution? Simply reduce the speed of your mixer. This slower pace allows the dry and wet ingredients to merge harmoniously without overworking the gluten in the flour. If you don't have a mixer, don't worry, you can use a spatula to gently fold in the flour mixture until it's just combined. The goal is to create a smooth, but not overbeaten batter. Remember, gently fold in the flour mixture until just combined. Finally, we need to preheat our oven. This is a crucial step you don't want to skip. Preheating allows the oven to reach the desired baking temperature before you slide in that delicious cake batter. It ensures an even heat distribution, which is key for consistent baking. A moderate heat is ideal for baking most cakes. It's a gentle heat that cooks the cake evenly from the inside out, avoiding any burnt edges or an undercooked center. This will ensure a perfectly cooked cake. And there you have it. In just a few simple steps, we've crafted a delicious, moist, and fluffy cake. We started by mixing our flour and baking powder, then creamed our sugar and butter. After adding eggs one at a time, we folded in our flavor-enhancing citrus juice. We carefully adjusted our mixing speed and baked our creation at the perfect temperature for an even bake. Want to keep discovering irresistible recipes? Make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.